What are you doing?
I'm talking about Big Rhonda. We're trying to name my van. And I don't want to name it Ellie because that's a girl that I know is stripper name. And I don't want it to be after that girl's stripper name. So I'm creating Big Rhonda. Alright?
Big Rhonda.
It's a big boat.
Is that what it's officially?
Big Rhonda. You know? That's what you gotta be sometimes when you're on the road and on an adventure. You gotta have a reliable name, so that way when your car you feel like it's gonna break down, you can pet the dash and be like, please Rhonda, get me over this hill, I gotta get to the gas station. And boom, it gets there. And you don't know how? I know how. Magic.
So I am on my way to my grandma's to drop off Princess. There she is back there, all curled up. Unfortunately we can't bring her on Vanlife. She's just too old. She's 12 years old. I've had her since I was 10. And it's really hard to give her up, but giving her to my grandma makes it a little easier knowing that she's with someone that, you know, when we find a place that I could still get her back, and I know she'll be taken care of while we're gone. So, oh, is she going to come up by me? Who knows? Usually she rides right next to me on my arm, but I don't know. She hasn't been very cuddly lately. Oh, yeah. Here she is.
Big Rhonda? Rhonda with the roof rack? Roof rack Rhonda?
You ready to be moving out, baby?
Yeah. Living in a permit sucked.
Last day? No
more.
more.
Misses the bathroom, I think.
Yeah, bathroom and shower. Just kind of sitting here in an empty apartment here, waiting for our landlord to show up so we can give him our keys and get our security deposit so we can get... Thank you for putting your butt in my face, in the camera's face. So we can get out of here and head to Colorado. Baby, you enjoying the sun?
Yes. I feel like a kitty.
Baby, what are we doing?
We are making hot cocoa out of our new kettle.
We got a great little set from my parents for Christmas. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Heck yeah.
Super excited.
Rocking it out with How I Met Your Mother. Shore power night. Those are the nice ones. Luxurious.
Not quite yet. Oh, can we get almonds for the table?
Got Ahab here as well.
Nice call, Lily. This place
Just
looks
chilling.
great. Who told you about it? In the conversation, though, I mean, talking with her was like talking with you. But, you know, obviously, much better.
What the heck? Oh yeah, this
But it was great.
is what unhealthy is.
This is great. Yeah. So, you know, she called and said she wants to go out with you tomorrow night. God bless. Devil you. Yeah, well, not exactly.
What are these?
This is the Krabby Patty formula.
For seminar.
Krabby Patty sliders.
Sliders. These things are huge. And they are like chalky. And that's just like sugar grain that's gonna deteriorate as soon as it touches your tongue.
No, I hate to tell you that you're not going to say Why did she call?
Okay. You're not doing that.
I want to tell you this. You want to know why she called? You're a backup. You're a second line. Just in case. A B plan. A contingency. Oh, I get it. This is about Claire,
Oh, how I miss.
Well, brother, I wish you the best of luck.
I'm gonna miss you.
Get out to me soon, man. I love you.
Love you too. Come on, boys.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Drive safe.
Get out here in this cool truck camper. Let me just show the viewers this real quick, all right? So this gives you motivation to get it done. All right? He's missing a window in the freezing cold snow climates, but, oh, it's a mess. You can't even see in there.
No, it's a mess.
There's not even lights to see in there. Well, there's a truck camper in here, folks, and hopefully once he gets up to Colorado, you guys can
It's not
see him.
gonna be this Harley cap, because Harley's pile of shit. Come on.
He calls it the Harley cap. It's got a Harley sticker on the back. There's Chloe. Goodbye, Chloe. Come here. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Go. Go with Daddy. Go with Daddy. I love you. You ready to go, baby?
Yeah.
Excited? Cold?
Yeah. A little bit.
So we are off here, just driving away now as we head out to Colorado. Cannot wait. We've got Ahab in the car here with me.
We're just leaving Wisconsin. Right now, we've been on the road for about 2.5, 3 hours, and the rig is running good. Big Rhonda, big blue Rhonda is running well. I don't know if I told y'all, that's what I named the van. I also got the new Vanlife sticker behind me put on, so when I'm driving around and doing vlogs, you guys will know, Vanlife for life, man. I'm definitely representing. But it is super cold in Wisconsin. I'm super excited to get down to Colorado and see more cold weather, but less cold than Wisconsin. Good little update tidbit. I got a job offer down in Colorado just a couple of days ago, so now that's just a double plus thumbs up. That way I get some money and income.
Where everything feels like goodbye. Your body's by my side. Of all the places we go, you'll never be too far.
Made it to the Mississippi River.
Of all the places we go, my home is where you are. Of all the places we go, you'll never be too far. Of all the places we go, my home is where you are.
We are at our camp spot, and I'm gonna sled down this hill with my golden cola. Sundrop! This video is not sponsored. My favorite spot in, what is it, how do you pronounce this town? Dubuque. It's freezing cold out here and super windy, so I'm gonna go get lunch in the van and start to make that because we've been driving for about 4 or 5 hours. Let's roll. Oh shit, this actually worked. That worked. So for lunch, we're snacking it up. I got my puppy chow, a cookie, some jumbo cookies, and baby just made me a PB&J. Thanks, MJ.
You're welcome.
Now she made one for herself, and we're gonna enjoy our nice little rest stop by the Mississippi River at this nice little train yard. It looked pretty cool. Says you can walk your dogs and stuff. Just headed out of the Mississippi now, Mississippi River anyway, and I don't know how to pronounce the name. Dubuque? I think it's Dubuque, and it's in Iowa. So now we're gonna head out of here, get back on the highway, and keep going towards Colorado.
I have no idea where we are really or how far along we are. But we've been driving for about I want to say 7 hours. We left at 6:30 this morning. It's been a long day of driving, so I'm not really sure where we're at. In Iowa. Yeah, Iowa. But it is still freezing outside. We stopped for lunch by the Mississippi River in Dubuque, and now we stopped to get gas, so just kind of doing an update video. It really sucks not being able to drive with Yeti. It's very lonely. I luckily have Ahab with me, but he's chilling in the back seat. So what I have been doing actually is I have my phone right here, and it looks like we're going to get going here soon, so let me just start up my car quick. But I have my phone set up here that I have been playing movies on. The audio is about a second behind the actual video. It'd be really annoying if I was actually watching it, but I'm not, because I need to focus on the road. So, yeah, we're going to be heading out of here in just a minute and onwards. We're going to try driving until about, I don't know, probably like 6 or 7, and my clock is way off. It's like 22 minutes fast. So it's actually only like 2 o'clock.
Best is yet to come. We've waited long enough by now.
Another van lifer. I'm on the highway right now, about 10 hours out from Colorado Springs, and I see, yes, a van lifer. Somebody that lives full-time in their van. You can always just tell that they are always traveling around. That is awesome. Right on, man. There is a van in front of me, a van lifer with solar panels, and as you can see, it's a giant topper van, has Colorado plates, and it is quite awesome looking. Van lifers are pretty out here, and I am aware I'm in the presence of the fam. Hell yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It is about 4:20, 4:30 in the morning, and we're around 6 hours out from Colorado. MJ and I just got up and found out that MJ's doors on her car were frozen shut at our truck stop. We slept at Love's truck stop last night, and her doors were frozen, so I had to climb through the trunk, and that was an adventure. But I'll get out of the van here and show you our little camp spot at this Love's. There's also a fellow vehicle dweller next to us. He has a Tacoma, and he lives out of his truck. My little brother's doing the same thing, so pretty awesome. Always good. Okay, baby. Drive safe.
You too.
There's a spark in you and a spark in me. So get up, let's take the lead. You shine bright like a million stars. Light up, the world is ours.
So it is 7:20 in the morning, December 31st, New Year's Eve, and we just made it to Colorado. I am so hyped, so psyched. Welcome to my new home. I am just so excited for the adventures yet to come. And now that I have the van, I really can go anywhere. I can go to the mountains, I can go camping, I can go to the desert, I can go literally anywhere and do anything. Not to mention the legal weed. I finally get to talk openly about weed again. God damn, did I miss talking about weed. Y'all don't even know. With this new opportunities in Colorado, hopefully that will lead me down the path of having some pretty good segments on my channel, and MJ as well. She's still behind me right now, and we have 3 more hours to go until we get to where we want to be in Colorado Springs. So it's a haul. Actually hit up a couple of my friends from Colorado that I used to hang out with when I lived here about almost a year ago. Now that I hit them up, I'm on my way out to their house so that we can roll up a few blunts and have a good long overdue smoke sesh. Colorado right now has been pretty plainy, not very interesting scenery, just a ton of cows. We made it to Denver, Colorado, and we have about an hour left to get to Springs. But Denver is beautiful. It's always a good time to come through here and just see everything and see how big the city life can get with all the cars whooming past you. Denver is a little too big for my liking to live in, but I definitely want to come here and just explore and spend maybe even a week here in the van and just really see Denver, because I've never stopped and seen the inside of it. I've only seen it from this view here, the highway view.
Oh, how I miss the little house beneath the mountainside, where friends run deep and tables set is where my heart resides. Of all the places we go, you'll never be too far. Of all the places we go, my home is where you are.
And just like that, we're back at the mountain. Back into the mountains, right with the van now. And we are right now popping up the table so that way we can cook our mac and cheese. The doors are open, it's 40 degrees. It is so much warmer than Wisconsin. You can see the plains. Let's let that focus a little bit. Oh, how beautiful. How absolutely beautiful.
2 months now that we've been on the road, 10,000 miles, but we're finally home. And I don't even mind all the clothes on the floor, because in 2 weeks' time we'll be traveling.
After making some mac and cheese up in the mountains and messing up my hair a ton more, MJ and I decided to go to a dispensary with some of my Colorado friends, and we have already smoked a couple of blunts, so it's been pretty fun. The weeds here is good.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna go
Get edibles.
Get edibles and stuff for New Year's Eve. But I'm not gonna drive, I'm just gonna move my van to a better location so that way we can be secure for the night and not have to worry about the van.
MJ and I are smoking our morning bowl. It's actually conveniently, I think, like right around 4:20. This morning's strain is Purple Sunset. We went out to the Cannabis Depot out in Pueblo. I know you guys can't see me that well. Went out to the Cannabis Depot out in Pueblo, picked up an ounce for about $100, and that was pretty awesome, man. Pretty good ounce. Super good gas, and definitely working. So, good morning at 4:20 in Colorado.
We're on our way out to the back country of Colorado. We actually found this awesome campground on campfree.net, I believe is what it's called. I'm going to double check that when we get to the campground. And after we know for sure that it's a good campground to recommend for y'all that are watching the video. I really wanted to do something different that I don't see a lot of YouTubers doing, and that's, I want to tell everybody where I'm going for camping wise. So like last night we slept at a Bass Pro Shop in Colorado Springs, and it was actually super nice. I definitely had no complaints. It was no different than sleeping in a Cabela's in Wisconsin, so it made me feel like at home again. Overall, I definitely would go there again, and I put a thumbs up on that campsite. It was nice and quiet, and that's always a really nice thing when you're trying to sleep, especially in a van.
We're going to the backcountry.
Yeah, we're going to the back.
Okay, so how far do we got to go till we get there?
We have about an hour drive, and we have to go south and then back north, and then it loops around, so we're probably going to go on some really twisty roads.
Heck yeah. Twisty roads with the van and some sketchy ice conditions. Let's roll.
Right now we're on our way to a campground that's about 6 miles into a national forest, and it's probably going to be a really good scenic campground, as well as a scenic route there. As you guys can probably see on the side of me, I'll get a good B-roll shot. I'm in the mountains, driving through these mountains right now. And the van is handling pretty well. Definitely a V6 1500. Coming up these hills, it takes some work. It definitely makes the engine work. So I don't know how good the engine will last long-term wise. I already have 150,000 miles on my van, so I guess we'll have to find out over time. And I'm not a beater on my vehicles, so I think that I should be okay as long as I don't beat on my vehicle.
And our neighbors all probably forgot we exist. The mailbox is full and not a letter will fit. And I hate to imagine all the things that we missed, but the thought of being out makes it hard to resist. They say that home is where your heart is, I guess it means that my heart lives on the road. I wasn't made to live as usual. I'm on the search for something more beautiful. And I know the road takes a toll, but all I can say is I wouldn't trade it for anything, no. I wouldn't trade it for anything, no. I wouldn't trade it. Refrigerator's empty and there's nothing to eat. I'm socially exhausted and I don't wanna leave. So I'll gladly ignore that the house isn't clean, because it doesn't really matter if it doesn't get seen. They say that home is where your heart is, I guess it means that my heart